The other side of the line of scrimmage, we're talking interior. Let's go interior on the D line. Is it time to buy into the future of Javon Kinlaw, or is it time to sell Javon Kinlaw? They brought in Hargrave. They have Armstead. They're a little bit fortified now. They re-signed Givens. They've got some bodies inside. What's your play on Javon Kinlaw? Is Javon Kinlaw a guy that get him healthy, get him right, get him coached up, put him in a rotation, hope for the best? Or is he a guy that, you maybe could trade for another player who's similar to him? I threw out Mekhi Becton, but Noah Igbenogany with the Dolphins is in his category, first round pick. Probably, didn't have the 5th-year option picked up. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is in that mix with Kansas City. They're probably going to shop him around the draft. Same kind of deal as Kinlaw. How do you play your Kinlaw card if you're Lynch?
It's tough, right? Because former first round pick just hasn't really been healthy enough to kind of pan out for anything. You do know he's pretty great in run stuffing, but as of lately, he just doesn't have it. Now, I will say that I don't know if I want to sell, and I definitely don't want to buy yet. I think the 49ers are at the point where they're going to test, put them on the trade block and see what they get, and see if anything is feasible worth trading. Can Javon Kinlaw come in here and just be a rotational piece, something that they've never asked him to do before? You've upgraded the defensive line by 1,400 billion, right? You've upgraded. You got probably one of the best interior pass rushers in the game, right? If not the best, right? You've upgraded. Where does he fit in? Rotation. So maybe the rotational role for Javon Kinlaw will be enough fire to light under his ass to make sure he finds a way to keep himself healthy, keep himself fresh, and be productive. Because when he gets rest, he's able to get you a nice stop in the backfield. He's able to make those type of plays. It's not your sack type of defensive tackle, but I guarantee you, if he's on that line and Eric Armstead isn't there, and you got Javon Kinlaw out there with Hargrave, he should be able to get to the quarterback in the discussion. He should be able to get to the quarterback. So it's going to be very interesting. I wouldn't sell him unless there's an offer that's going to say, you know what, we'll cut our ties and we'll recoup some type of a pick maybe this year or in the future. If so, then then that puts the 49ers in a bind, because now that means that they need to either draft a player to develop or go get another free agent in which you named. So it's going to be very interesting. Do you keep Kinlaw? He's already here. I definitely don't think he gets the 5th-year option. I think that goes to Brandon Ayuk, and then they work out a deal next year for Brandon Ayuk. But I think Kinlaw might be the player that's on that trade block. They're gonna see what they can get for him, and if not, I think they bring him back, bro. They bring him back for a year of rotation. Why not keep a guy that already knows the system? For me, that's what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Terradome says Kinlaw, like Luther Vandross used to say, it's over now.
Over now.
It's over now.
It's not over till it's over, though.
Andy Warrington, Kinlaw is a bust.
Possibly, yeah. It's tough.
Yao feel me. Kinlaw was a weird pick from the get-go.
It was just that we traded Buckner and you just wanted instant production. But I really think, Larry, that the kid that they wanted, where did he go? Oh my gosh.
That year?
He went to Carolina. Jonathan Brown. That's the kid. I think that's the kid that they wanted. I think that's his name.
Who are you talking about?
Defensive tackle for the Carolina Panthers. What's his name?
Jonathan Derek Brown.
Derek Brown.
That's I wanted him too. He's the SEC Defensive Player of the Year.
I don't think they thought Carolina was going to take a defensive tackle. I think that's kind of what it came down to. And I think Kinlaw, if you look at all the other defensive tackles, I don't even know if they still play in the league from that draft.
It's a tough. That's why it doesn't bother me that they went for Hargrave for big money, because, man, it's hard to handicap the defensive tackle market sometimes. And it's just difficult. Jason Walsh says, doubt anyone bites on Kinlaw. If not, they'll keep him. Got this one from Jan Chozela. Teams will give a 5th rounder at best for Kinlaw. Yeah, I think if you're trying to get a pick, I think you get a 5th. But you never know if there was somebody who wants to, who believes in his talent. A lot of people. It's all you need is one guy to believe that. Hey, you know what? We liked him coming out. We've got a player that fits in that category. But I think if I'm John Lynch, if I could get something for him, I just don't know that he's going to be happy playing on this team if he really is in that kind of a rotation.
Good
I mean,
point.
maybe I know he's very close to Armstead, so maybe he'll be there happy because Armstead's there. But I mean, you got Hargrave, you got Armstead, then you got Javon and Givens and Kalia
Mhm.
Davis, and they re-signed T.Y. McGill.
Mhm.
And the draft hasn't even happened yet. So to me, they need help at defensive end because it's Bosa, Cleveland Farrell, Drake Jackson, Alex Barrett, and that's it.
That's
They
it.
probably could use 2 or 3 more defensive ends, but I don't know. You always need defensive talent, defensive lineman depth. So it's like if you trade a defensive tackle, you're going to probably need more talent in that spot later in the year. So it's kind of like, why bother?
Yeah.
But I don't know if Kinlaw's going to be happy if he's playing very, very. I mean, I would play Armstead and Hargrave almost all the time inside if I could.
Hey, I mean, you're right. And so they may look to move him. That's why I think he's the one that's on the block. I just, if the 49ers can get some production out of him in his last cheap year of his contract, maybe they do it. Maybe they keep him. Maybe they feel like it's cheaper to keep him, and then whatever production they get, and then he enters free agency next year.